Howdy folks, it is Monday, October 21st, 2024, but you all knew that. 4:43 p.m. is the time and the temperature is an absolutely gorgeous 24 degrees Celsius. Yes, 24 degrees Celsius. What a nice day. And like a dumbass, I am not taking advantage of it. I am wearing jeans, but at least I had the good smarts to wear a t-shirt. And I see Jennifer Gallis here, 56. Nick, Cam, Harjot, Tested 123, Deborah, Vivian Johnson, Ripe Avocados, Daniel, Mary W, Jellybean, Eileen Dover, Alfred, Wesley, Alessio, Flick Hunter. It was nice meeting you a few weeks back. Drew Colston, the happy-go-lucky one, Chris Griffin, and everyone else. Ripe Avocados. I think I already read that. Hope you're doing well. And I just recorded a video. That went down this beautiful street. This is Palmerston Blvd. It is absolutely stunning at this time of year. I'm on College Street in Little Italy, but maybe we'll keep going south down the rest of Palmerston. Hey, I saw that cop car flick its lights and sirens on earlier. I think what happened was a car blew by a streetcar while it was unloading. Good to see they got their just desserts. Waiting for the light to change here. Jeffrey Wu is here. Novel Coase is here. The lights are green, but the sign doesn't say walk. Are you kidding me? If you don't press the beg button here on College Street, that's kind of ridiculous. We just missed the signal. Cam asking if I'm wearing my new kicks. No. I'm going with the HFS 2s. I opened up a new pair of barefoot shoes on my live stream last night. I thought about wearing them today. So that's a look into Little Italy. And we've already got over 140 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Friendly reminder to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. We'll be live for, providing there's no issues on this one, maybe an hour and 10 or an hour and 20. I think I already have an idea in mind for a video tomorrow. Mike Landry, $2. Hello, Johnny, and everyone in the chat. Hello, Mike Landry. Thanks for tuning in, Mike. Ooh, look at that. What a nice day to be on the patio. I kind of feel like having a meal on a patio tonight. It's just a nice day in general to be in the city. The leaves are changing colors. The weather is A++ for this time of year. Sebastian Echeverria, sorry if I mispronounced your name. You're a member of Gold Tier for 1 month. Thank you, Sebastian, for 1 month of channel membership. It's definitely appreciated. This is Palmerston we're going down. Clement Joviette. Holy shitballs. Meal on you, dude. Enjoy. Are you kidding me? $50. Clement, thank you so much for the super generous super chat. Meal on you indeed. I was just gonna have something modest. I kind of feel like sitting on a patio. I could go for one of those French beers you super chatted me in person quite a while ago. I think that was in what, the springtime? And if you saw my last live stream, you'd be aware that my camera died right at the start of the live stream. I am using my other Pocket 3. I kind of got that one working again, but I don't really trust it. APE. €2. Buy Adidas and everything is all right. Thank you, APE or AP, for the €2. I'll buy Adidas, but I won't buy Adidas shoes. They're like little torture devices for your feet. But thank you so much. Is my camera gimbaled? Yes, this one is. But if something happened to this, I would just pull out the phone where I don't have a gimbal, but at least I'd be able to continue the stream, which is what I did last time. This stretch of Palmerston isn't quite as nice as the stretch I just recorded north of College, but still. Someone walking behind me eating a bag of chips. Look at that. It's good to see someone getting into the Halloween spirit. David Warren, $30. Holy cow, David Warren, thank you so much for another very generous super chat. Thank you, David Warren. Just thought we'd do a quieter street or two mixed into this stream. Greetings, Hank P. The Boy says, watching all the way from Scotland. Shout out to the Murrays. Scotland. My mum, M-U-M, could probably do a better Scottish accent, given that's where she was born. There's a gorgeous house. Look at that. Daniel says walking and enjoying chips at the same time. There's a lady next to me eating a bag of Ruffles on the subway. And I had my AirPods in and they're on noise canceling mode. And that was not enough to prevent the sounds of her crunching through those chips. I swear she was eating them as loudly as possible. It's her right. That's also my right to be annoyed by it. Embedded SRAM member for 15 months. Enjoying the slower pace of these side streets. Thanks for mixing it up, Johnny. Thank you, Embedded SRAM, for the super chat and, or rather, being a member for 15 months. Canadian Vasily is here. Greetings, Vasily. Lane McLeod says both their parents were born in Scotland and you can't do a Scottish accent. I think my blood is like 25% Scottish. My grandmother was from Scotland, but my grandfather was from England. And they had my mom in Scotland. Then my dad's side is mostly English, but there might be some other European in there somewhere. Maybe I'll have to do one of those 23andMe's and get that checked out on a live stream. Not one of these ones, on the other channel. Alfred says that house looks dope. Do you guys want to go over through Trinity Bellwoods? This is Dundas Street West. I think I want to be on the south side though, so we're not walking so much directly into the sun. Jellybean says yes, the park. All right, let's head over to Trinity Bellwoods. Check out some of the fall colors there. I love the name of that business. Dirty Laundry. Simons Gordon says, I went to the land of my ancestors earlier this year. I did, kind of. I still have some family in England. And to my uncle, if you're watching, happy 91st birthday. I called him earlier today. He's doing well. There's Porky Pig. So we're gonna go walk through Trinity Bellwoods a little bit. Arian G is here. This is Euclid Avenue. How are we doing on step count? I am at a measly 63.27. We're gonna have to fix that on this stream.
I gave it real though.
I had a low step day yesterday, but no excuses Monday through Saturday. That'd be a nice place. Looks like their kitchen's gearing up for dinner service. No shit. Twisted Metal says those are rookie numbers. Yeah. I didn't do shit yesterday. I did live stream at night, but no excuses today. Gotta hit the pavement. Paul Blunt, $6.99. Because I've had the time of my life and I owe it all to you. Is that the original version or one of the cheesy remixes? But thank you, Paul Blunt, for the $6.99. Nice. So a very nice amount you chose. I couldn't tell if that BMW was signaling its turn or not. Probably not. And just a heads up, I am using a camera I haven't live streamed with yet. as it got thrown into action after the last one died. If something does happen, just give me a minute and I'll resume the stream. This one is not battle tested in the field. Did I eat my mini wheats? No, I had my big honkin' smoothie for breakfast. Then a coffee. Then I worked out. Then I had a little protein shake. And I had 4 eggs scrambled an hour after that. And some water and another coffee. Next up, dinner right after the stream. So sorry, no mini wheats in the equation today. Greetings, Andy Wood. We are getting very near Trinity Bellwoods Park. This is Bellwoods Avenue. Apparently this place has excellent sandwiches. Lambo's Deli and Grocery. Excellent, but pricey. Everything is at least 16 bucks. Blunt says, be careful, I'm getting close to the backyard bodega. That's north of here. A deli and charcuterie. Well, that was neat. That parking enforcement guy was taking a picture of the sign, probably documenting that those people are parked illegally. Take them away, toys. Lambo's great sandwiches, not great prices, says Ready Eddie. Jelly Bean says the sandwiches are huge. Well, I guess this is North America, land of the excess. Where meal portions are like double everywhere else in the world. I always like the art on the side of this house here. One of my favorite pieces of art in East Chinatown recently got tagged over. Speaking of East Chinatown, that streetcar will be making its way over there. That's the 505 Dundas. I'll go all the way across downtown into Riverdale, then it'll head north up to Broadview Station, and it'll probably turn around and come back. I don't think that's the longest streetcar route in the city. That used to be the Queen. At times, I think it would go from the Long Branch Loop all the way to Neville Park. But that's been broken up. So I think the longest continuous streetcar route is the 506 Carlton. Do correct me in the chat or in the comments if I'm wrong. But I think it's the 508 Lakeshore through Long Branch. Hello, Park. We've made it to Trinity Bellwoods. So we're gonna head south and make our way towards Queen Street. This area up ahead is affectionately called the Dog Bowl. I don't think there's been a white squirrel sighting in a while. CN Tower. Let's go this way. I think I always go the other way when I walk through here. Pardon my French, but what an effing awesome day this is. If you're in the city and you're watching on your TV or phone, turn off YouTube and go for a walk.
They really are.
All right, we hit a bad connection there. Let me do a speed test just to see what's going on. I have no way to really monitor things when I stream with this, but at least I was able to kickstart the stream again after a little hiccup. Saved me from changing devices. Mike, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this kills some of the homesickness. Upload is pretty good now. That was just a temporary hiccup. Arian G says, what about the YouTube viewers? Well, you guys should stay watching, of course. Why the heck not, eh? Credit Karma. You've got very good chances of approval for at least one offer. Thanks. Thanks for interrupting me during my stream to tell me that. Someone enjoying a hammock. Vivian says you had to refresh. Sometimes it'll happen when the stream pauses, depending on what platform you're viewing on.
Yeah. Because, like, you know, your very experience, like, yeah, like, would be, I'm sure, like, with Snap, whatever. I don't even know if they're, like, I don't know if
Well, if you're just tuning in, we are in Trinity Bellwoods Park on an absolutely beautiful Monday late afternoon. Or early evening, however you wish to define whatever this is now. It's what, 5:07 p.m.? Oh, this is stunning. No wonder why there's people taking photos right here. Look how nice that is. A Petra says it's 26. It's 23 according to my phone. As Borat would say, wah wah wee wah wah. To the trees, of course. Oh, look at that. I have myself the walk tuber equivalent of a flat tire. Man down, man down. Let me just fix my shoe.
So we ended up. Anyway, we ended up.
Is that who I think it is? Jeff Lepard, Travel Fun 69. What's up, Jeff? Good to see you in the chat. I see you've been doing some Saturday night live streams lately here in Toronto. Jellybean says wardrobe malfunction. Well, we just went by what I think are probably the nicest trees in the park at this time of year, but in the spring when the cherry blossoms are in bloom. This little stretch here is where it's at. It'd be packed with people and their cameras out. There's a lot of public tennis courts there. I think there are 8 in total. In total? And Jeff, somehow you are still dropping videos from Thailand. When the heck were we there? That was from like February this year? When did you even have time to make those? Pretty much the whole time you were live streaming. All right, this is Queen Street West, maybe in keeping with the theme of this one. We'll pick a street and we'll head south. That isn't a major street. Maybe Niagara Street would be a good candidate. That should be coming up in a block or so. Well, that pickup truck just ripped it. But we are in West Queen West going east.
Probably like 60,000.
On Queen Street West. And thanks to all nearly 400 of you for tuning in so far. Big thanks to that. Just a friendly reminder to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. We had a fun live stream last night on my other channel, Johnny Stumbles. There for some viewer call-ins, including the premiere of Ontario at the end. Well, at least that's who he said it was. Yeah, you've been streaming on Kick, haven't you? Thanks to Jeff, I was able to claim my Johnny Strides name on Kick. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. We're gonna go south down Niagara. This kind of veers to the east a little bit. We're just west of downtown. This is kind of the end of Graffiti Alley 2.0, you could say. Kristen Fuller says summer hasn't left yet. It certainly doesn't feel like it. I feel kind of dumb for not wearing shorts today. It's been the perfect day to not do that. Kind of getting sucked in by this tree here. Look how nice that is. Donkey Ball says, hi Johnny, I'm the real Doug Ford. I have my doubts. Moolah Yoga. I'm just gonna get a drink. Gotta stay hydrated. Rocking the grapefruit bubbly. Look at that. I don't think the cameras on screen you're seeing, or the colors on screen you're seeing, are doing that justice. Daniel says still not the humidity as it was in today's premiere from South Korea. No, that was stupidly humid in Korea and Japan. So I've got 2 more Korea walking videos left to go. One is an HDR rain walk. The other is a nightlife walk through the best area for nightlife, Hongdae. There's an appearance by a Canadian celebrity in that one. Then after that, just one more video from the trip to Post through Incheon Airport. And it'll be all Toronto until I go away again. So this is Tecumseh Street. I was on Mitchell Avenue. But we'll just head south down to Adelaide. I can see if my friend is home. Just seemed like a nice day to get on some side streets and go through the park. Someone's got some Halloween spirit. I know what we can do. Cam asked, did I decorate for Halloween? Negative. I've got my Snoopy tree kicking around somewhere though, so I'll get that out for Christmas. I think that dog might have been an Irish setter. So back to another major street. This is Bathurst. the lead singer from Iron Maiden has passed on. We're going south down Bathurst, down the west side. Only for a few blocks though. There's the Wheat Chief. The oldest pub in the city. It looks like the sidewalk is closed just up ahead. That TTC driver has to manually flick the switch. So I think we'll go down to Wellington. Oh, that guy had a t-shirt on that said "Long Live Review Cinema" over in Roncesvalles. There's an interesting story behind that earlier this year. I think common sense has prevailed. Kitchen 1 Toronto.
For the cannabis?
So we're about to cut through another park. This is east on Wellington. Number 1 Hotel Toronto. Ways going over the bikeway here. This park's not quite as colorful as Trinity Bellwoods. This one has a memorial dedicated to those defending the then city of York from those pesky American invaders back in the 1800s. can't even read what it says there. Drew says, I've got nothing against weed, I just don't like the smell. Yeah, I'm not too fond of the odor, but I certainly don't have anything else against it, really. This is Portland Street. Someone yelling, I love you from their bike. Don't know if he's looking for a person or a pet. Someone named Andrea. If you're watching, Andrea, a dude who claims he loves you just rode by. This is a street that has received a radical facelift in recent years. Tons of new development. Punctuated by the Well, a monster complex right there, but some mainstays here. Great patio day. I guess Andrea's phone has run out of battery, or she hit the old block button. The Dorset. They've got a big patio. Stella. Stella! How much is a meal gonna set us back? Barbecued sirloin. Lamb, $39. 70 ounce beef tenderloin, 70. Oh, 7 ounces, 65. $65 is a lot for 7 ounces. Introducing Tridell's most luxurious residences. Condo sales have hit a recent all-time low. I guess recent and all-time don't really go together, but you get the idea. This is the Well. It'll be interesting to see how this fares in the winter time, given its kind of open earth concept. I haven't heard much buzz about this Arcadia Earth place that's part of the Well. I've done videos through there, we've live streamed through there. There's a food hall in there that's quite popular. Another new food hall that opened up to the north of here on Richmond. I went through on a live stream last week. I kind of want to keep it outside for this one. It's such a nice day. And holy cow, 481 viewers on a Monday afternoon. Thank you so much. And just thanks to our mods. I see Vivian Johnson and Marge in the chat. I apologize if I missed any of the other ones, but thanks for tuning in so often. It's definitely appreciated. There is the Bridget Bar. There's a lot of new places to check out. Price tags are a little scary though. I'm gonna keep moving here. Let's see if I can glance how much. Large plate, grilled farm chicken, 43 bucks. Yeah. No thanks. If I'm paying 43 bucks for a meal, it's gonna be a place that can put a piece of steak on the plate for that. John Nicholson says, beautiful day indeed. There's Wellington Square Park straight ahead. Looks like we're gonna get the signal to cross. Here comes an ambulance ripping through. I wonder if this ambulance is going to where that fire truck is. Well, the ambulance is taking the streetcar tracks down the middle. I wonder if it's going to U-turn at the intersection here.
That made my friend so concerned about my mental health.
And then come back towards us and then make a right. Let's see. Bingo. That is exactly what it's doing. It's going to turn right here. I don't want to get too nosy. It's probably a medical emergency of some sort, and the fire truck just beat them there. Wow, look at that tall shadow I'm casting. I am huge. Quite the encampment. It's quite the view of the tower.
I'm walking right now.
82 windows. It's been there for a long time. This is Blue Jays Way coming up. we got a... I was gonna say we got a half-naked man ahead, but he just popped into that convenience store. Paul says 30 years ago this didn't all exist. This was a sea of parking lots. Back when the Sky Dome was built. This was Parking City. It's a shame you can't turn Google Maps back that far. Usually the Street View only goes back to like 2009 or so. Fabio Menswear since 1973. APE says, can we walk to Yonge Street? I don't know. I've been on Yonge Street a whole lot lately in videos and streams. Cindy says lots of pricey looking buildings. Indeed. It's a very new area, but it's one that kind of lacks character and soul. It's just a lot of nondescript buildings at street level. Like, what is this? Is this retail? Are these units? Why would you ever build this at grade on a main street? Are these offices? That one's a beauty salon with no signage. What is that? We're about to cross John Street, a street that is going to be getting a major facelift next year. I actually have a video coming up where I walk south down John Street. And because that's coming up, that's probably why I won't walk north up it now into Grange Park. It would have been kind of a logical way to go. Oh well. But good news, we broke 10K steps. We're at 11,339. Now I just have to walk double that to pull the weekly average up. It got off to a slow start after yesterday. There's the headquarters of the CBC. Smells like a dog barking its head off. Driver of that Ferrari getting a kick out of the barking dog. How did that Ferrari get a green license plate? Watching from Australia a few minutes before starting work. Emo's Vlogs, $2. Happy Back to the Future Day, everyone. Emo's Vlogs, thank you so much for the $2. Happy Back to the Future Day to you.
Yes. Yes. Okay, great.
Here's one of the ugliest buildings in the history of time. It is barf-tastic. It looks like something Mississauga would have built as their city hall back in the 80s, but somehow Mississauga chose an even uglier building. That has to be the ugliest building of all time. Ooh, something smells really good though. There's Roy Thompson Hall, home of the Toronto Symphony Orchestra. The financial district looming behind it. The eternal flame burns, but look at this shit-tastic looking building. It's a mix of City of Toronto offices. And private offices. I have a friend who worked in there. I knew someone else who lived in this tall building here. She was a co-worker from Switzerland who moved back to Switzerland about 3 or 4 years ago, right at the start of the pandemic. Charles kind of likes it. Don't get me wrong, I would not trade it for anything. I like it. I just think it's stupidly ugly, but I like bold and ugly projects. I think they have a place in our cities. There's a number of buildings like that in Toronto. Here's a building that the original vision for it was quite spectacular, and it really got scaled back to whatever this is. It's still really nice. Donkey Ball says it's a Lamborghini Rivueto. It's a hybrid. I thought it was a Ferrari. Shows what I know. There's the Royal Alex. Jennifer Gala had a building on Wellington Street behind where I am. You had a whole building? We are smack in the entertainment district. Why is this guy riding his e-bike on the sidewalk?
We went for Chinese food.
Next time you see that, I guess we're right at the tail end of rush hour. It's for the people out on the street. Financial district up ahead in a few blocks. Spider-Man. Looks like his suit could use a good dry cleaning. Should be a lot of things attached to that helmet. Chris Mills come away from or at the Royal Alex last week. I haven't been to that theater since I was a kid, I think. I went there on a school trip. We saw like a matinee of something. Alex says that guy riding his bike on the sidewalk is a jackass. You could say that, or you could say all guys riding their bikes on the sidewalk are jackasses, at least in this city. So we're going north up Simcoe. There's an interesting construction project up ahead, just at Queen Street, or just before Queen Street. Well, the sidewalk just decides to end here. Greetings, Mohammed, and everyone else. Hey, we cracked 500 viewers. Going north up Simcoe. We started in Little Italy. I just finished recording a walk down Palmerston Blvd.
To combine.
There's the Shangri-La. Shangri-La, I don't know how to say it. We've made it to Adelaide Street. So it's been mostly side streets on this one. Lisa is here. It was the kind of stream you've been requesting, Lisa. You missed most of it. We went down Palmerston Avenue, through Trinity Bellwoods Park, down Niagara Street, and a few residential streets in that area. Then along Wellington. Now we're into the core. I'm still kind of avoiding the main streets. Greetings, Curtis Fair. Remember that TV show, A Current Affair? Remember going home at like 5 p.m., all that trash TV would come on, A Current Affair, Inside Edition, news that's not news. Sorry. Oh, there's a bike. Uh-oh, I think we just saw an accident, or missed it. This Mini Cooper. Well, it looks like his wheel's fucked. Keys? David Little, $3. Well, the good news is it looks like the driver or the cyclist is okay. David Little, $3. David Little, thank you so much for the $3. I don't think we captured that on video, right, guys? I think I wasn't looking that far ahead. No, that's not a phone. That's a battery pack, but yeah, his bike is fucked. But the bike is... Yeah, we don't know what happened. I don't want to speculate. The main thing is, the guy on his bike looks like he's okay. But his bike is definitely out of service for a while. That front wheel was mangled. Ooh, that does not smell good. There's like an old building that had its facade removed. All of that just to preserve the facade. And they're going to slap that on an entirely new building. Bonnie saw their first Christmas decoration today. There's still people putting up Halloween stuff. Well, it looks like they're looking at the guy's bike and the damage now. I didn't see any damage to the Mini. Well, this says high-class rich buildings in our city. They may look like that, but they're mostly studio and tiny one-bedrooms that are not that affordable. There's a real lack of 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms. Or should I say large 2 bedrooms. There's lots of 2 bedrooms, but they tend to be too small for people wanting to raise families. And that's one of the reasons why the Toronto condo market is just absolutely tanked. There's just a glut of really expensive but really small units. Which is fine if you want to live somewhere small and you're just an individual who's a minimalist or a couple, but for people planning kids one day or just want to have something bigger, spending almost $1 million for a shoebox. I think our city has really dropped the ball when it comes to housing requirements on new builds. We've made it to University Avenue. Heading north. This is Queen Street. All right, I'm gonna go to at least St. Patrick's Station here. We're just gonna stay north on University. There's the Hilton, a brutalist creature from the 70s. Next to another brutalist building, the Sheridan Center. Tested says, did I watch PFL/Bellator? I did. I really wish PFL didn't take over Bellator. They were so much better as an organization, but it's interesting to see AJ McKee lose. Francis dominated. Or Cyborg dominated. If you ask me who the greatest woman mixed martial artist of all time is, I'm not going to say Amanda Nunes or Ronda Rousey. I'll say Chris Cyborg. If they're asking if I've done any Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, no. Or no wrestling. I don't think I'd fare very well with someone who knew what they were doing on the ground. Oh, it says I'm walking by your future office starting in a few weeks. Neat. Let's look back at the financial district. You can see my old office in the center of the shot, right up near the top. Michael Mills is here. Hello, Michael Mills. There's the Canada Life building, sometimes mistakenly referred to as Art Deco, but it is actually Beaux Arts, and it's got a weather vane on top, but we can't see it. What a gorgeous day it's been to go out and take a walk. Bonnie says it's quieter on the strip. Yeah, University always has a quieter vibe to it. There's a stretch with a number of notable hospitals just north of here. Dirk G, $5.99. Thank you, Dirk G. I believe all the way from Germany. As we walk by a building that sits on United States of America soil, that is the consulate. The embassy being in Ottawa, of course. Toronto is the capital of Ontario. And I bet the average consulate here is probably busier than most of their embassy counterparts in Ottawa. Kind of sucks for foreign governments having to operate 2 outposts in the same province alone. As we make our way up towards Dundas. Canadian Vasily says, hey from Toronto, LOL. Nice days the past weekend. Yeah, it was a nice weekend, and that's continuing today. It is a super nice day. Thank you, Canadian Vasily. Thanks for your earlier super chat in the stream as well. It's a nice day to be out on a patio. Cool guy ripping it in his Mini Cooper. All right, we've made it to Dundas. Gonna keep going. We're gonna head up to Queen's Park Station. That looks like a good spot. You get a nice view of the tower this way. Straight ahead is Dundas Square, but we're gonna avoid Yonge Street and the square on this one. That view I like. It is really nice at twilight. Jollykins is here. Alright, now it started to cool down a little bit. Balkan Girl Grill. Here's an interesting name. Must try. Chavapi. Food heaven. I think that was like a little street meat stand. I thought that might have been a full restaurant. This is Elm Street coming up. My favorite steak restaurant is several blocks east of here on Elm. If you're familiar with Toronto, you probably know what that is. I think I'll be going there in a few weeks for my birthday. It says Bosnian chavapi. Sounds delicious. I've never even heard of it. Pardon my ignorance, but I'd be curious to try it. This stretch is Hospital Row. Sick Kids Hospital on the right. Yeah, I think we're just gonna head up to Queen's Park. Pretty Fair says barbarians, indeed. Although the Côte de Boeuf at Côte de Boeuf is easily on my short list. It is Gerrard Street West. Famous hot dog sausages up ahead. So this is where Gerrard terminates to the west. It goes all the way through an area some call the quote-unquote upper beaches. Nowhere near the beaches it is, but that's the name it got. All the way on the east end. Marion G says that area is for people scared of the crowds on the streets where they live. We're also just south of the University of Toronto, so that's probably why we're seeing some students walking past. But the stream started at College and Palmerston, and we're going to end at College and Queen's Park. So if I turned Strava on, we would have been in a giant U shape. Mark Carter says Barbarians is wonderful. It's got that old school steakhouse feel Down to a T. I went to one in New York City that was very similar. Why am I forgetting the name of it? It was actually right at the bottom of the hotel I was staying at. Had a very similar feeling and vibe to it, but I would say Barbarians was better. Cam asking what's for dinner? I don't know. Clement sent a $50 super chat earlier in the stream to go towards dinner. I'm thinking there may be a patio in my future. There's the Provincial Legislative Assembly straight ahead. It's a pretty serious camera that guy has. I think he's got a smartphone. Sorry, people on bikes. We have a premier who would very much like to see a few of you turn into human pancakes because you are not important enough. Get off your bikes and get into cars. We're about to cross. But, you know what they say, all good things must come to an end. I want to thank everyone who tuned in. I want to thank our mods. I want to thank Patreon supporters, channel members. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'll go live again a few more times this week. I'm not sure when or where, but I will go live for sure. Huge thanks to everyone who sent support and those who just tuned into the stream. Hit the bell, like it, yada yada. I go live Sunday nights on my other channel, Johnny Stumbles, as well. Tomorrow morning should be a Toronto themed video. So that's coming up, eh? But thank you so much. I'll be premiering a video tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. EST. I don't know which one I've got. All right, 3 to choose from. And still a few more Korea videos to knock out. Anyways, thanks so much, guys. I am. Good. Just ran into a viewer. Harold G says, thanks for the walk. Jellybean Cam, Vivian Johnson, thanks for modding. Bonnie, Twisted Metal. All right, I gotta make my way down to the subway. Thanks for watching, guys. Yoink.